Welcome back to another episode of Office Politics. I'm your host, Matthew Stevenson, in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Remember, if it happens in the office, we're here to discuss it. The email comes as follows. Can you help me understand the stock market? I find it a mystery. Well, let me say this to reassure you, you're not the only one who finds it a mystery. People who've worked on Wall Street in London and Frankfurt, Hong Kong for 30, 40 years probably find the stock market or many stock markets a mystery. And why is that? There's a lot of numbers, there's a lot of companies to follow, there's a lot of news. You can watch it here on Dukascopy TV, and it's very, very complicated to understand the stock market. So let's try to break it down and see how it is you can approach it in a way that it will make a little more sense. First of all, what a stock market is, and all it is a place to value companies on a real-time basis. The total value of any company, Apple, Exxon, name the company that you might want to kind of think of its value, and that's what it is. That's all the stock market is. It's a supermarket where the products change their price, not just every day, but really every second. The way to get to know a stock market, I think, is to break it down to its fundamentals. Read a book, go to a bookstore, find a couple that say stock market's made easy. Visit the stock market, learn the language that people in the stock markets speak. For example, price-earnings ratio, common ratio in a stock market, key to understanding why a company is valued. It may be valued at 10 times its earnings. So if it's a company that earns $2 a share, 10 times its earnings is $20. That stock sells at $20 per share. And just like any store, any supermarket, any mall, some things are expensive and some things are cheap. And what the stock market, for those who are experts, is they are able to recognize when a company, and that's all that is in a stock market, companies, are cheap. Right now, oil stocks are particularly cheap because oil's cheap. We all know that. But if you think the price of oil is going to rise in the next 5 or 10 years, you might find that that represents value. Another way to look at a stock market is to say that a stock market conveys sentiment on an economy. That's a subject we'll come to on another show. Well, that's all the time we have on this episode of Office Politics. I'm your host, Matthew Stevenson, in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Remember, if it happens in the office, we're here to discuss it.